got done watching the 60-minute Super Ego thing.
Mm-hmm.
Holy crap, that was wild. All right, let's get into this. Okay, the Serbian dispatcher whistleblower dude, whoever he was, whatever country they met.
Hold up, nah, this dude right here, he sound like he's from Serbia. Okay, he sound like he's from Serbia. Okay, but shout out to this dude, man. We know him. He's a good dude. He be talking owner operator shit. He be talking trucking shit, man. So we gonna listen to him. Let's see what he got.
I'm up at to like interview him and to get him the whistleblower. Like, I don't know if he understands, but the owner of Super Ego is the Serbian president.
Yeah.
That guy's gonna have a price on his head, so he better watch out. I don't even know why he did that. Absolutely.
Oh, whoa! This thing went from being business to political. It went from being political to on some real mafioso stuff now, because we know that the Russian mob in Chicago. Hold up. After all, we are talking about the Russian mob, right? The mafia, right? We are talking about Chicago. And we already heard the stories about how the Russian mob get down. So you mean to tell me that there's a possibility that this dude can get touched where he's at? Oh boy, let's run that back.
Dude, whoever he was, whatever country they met him up at, to like interview him and to get him the whistleblower.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if he understands, but the owner of Super Ego is the Serbian president. That guy's gonna have a price on his head, so he better watch out. I don't even know why he did that.
Oh man, he did say that dude can have a price on his head. That means that he could be a dead man walking. He could be walking on borrowed time. He might be knocking on heaven's doors. He might be on his way up to the upper room. Let me tell you now, if 60 Minutes can find him now, I know a good, like this man said, Serbian president with some mob ties. He can probably do way more damage too, starting off with your loved ones. You know I'm talking about, mom and dad and sister and brother. You got a wife and kids. Yeah, we know where they at too. We know where little Timmy goes to school at. Yeah. We heard that he just made the honor roll. His coach really likes him in soccer. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You want to be on 60 Minutes talking that talk? I was just at your son last soccer game. Yep. Number 10, that's him. Mm-hmm. Yep. He's a fine young lad. Oh my God. Ew. That's rough when you think about it like that. Now, I ain't even went that far with my thoughts. Like, damn. These are the Russians with the mob ties. Like, we keep downplaying, and you know, black people, man. You know what I'm saying? Us, we don't take nothing serious until something serious really happens. You know what I mean? Like, it's still all fun and games until it's not. You know? Damn, that's just one of our flaws, man. Damn.
Absolutely wild, bro. Listen, man. I get it, but you're in Europe, man. You know, and that guy's like tied into politics. That was probably not the smartest thing you could do, but whatever, right? And then everything else that happened, like with the ELDs and all that kind of crap. You know what I mean? Like, I get it. It's bad, but like a lot of drivers want it, and then like they're, okay, I get it. The guys didn't pay them, whatever happened. But you're whistleblowing on ELDs when you know nobody forced you to do it. You would have quit if you don't want to do it. Whatever.
Now, that's one of my sentiments right there, dog. I swear that is one of my sentiments, dog. Because if you had someplace else to go, you would go there. If you had other options, you would do that. And here's the thing, man. Here's the thing. Nobody is really forcing you to that. Nobody. Hell, you don't have to drive trucks. You don't have to. You don't have to drive that brand new Peterbilt. You don't have to drive that Volvo. You don't have to make that payment. You can go work in the warehouse. Shit, you might average out the same type of pay working at Pepsi. You could probably make the same amount of money working at Amazon. Right? No, nobody's forcing you. Nobody's forcing you. Unless you're down to you need a place to stay. Because if you need a place to stay, that kind of changes things. If you're looking for the American dream and you need to start somewhere, living in that truck just might be the start. And you know what? Damn. You might have to run around the damn clock. Shit. We don't got any options, dog. They don't got any options, man. What you talking about?
Besides the facts, I'm not sticking up for them. I don't like Super Ego. I hate what they're doing to drivers. If you watch my
Correct.
videos, you hear me talk about it the whole time that don't do the lease to like run stuff, don't do the lease to purchase stuff, don't go to Super Ego. I've been saying that for a while, but this is gonna be crazy what's gonna happen. Because you can see the FMCSA already was investigating them. They are investigating them.
Yeah.
They're gonna have to get shut down. I mean, that's gonna happen regardless of who the guy is, how politically tied he is. I mean, that's out there. You know, he's not gonna be able to have that.
All right. So he said that Super Ego would have to get shut down, man. There is a poll on Facebook right now on how soon Super Ego will get shut down. Like, will it be a month? Will it be 90 days? How soon? How soon? I'm going to jump out there and say that they will not get shut down. I'm going to jump out there and say that they won't. Not because I like Super Ego, not because I dislike Super Ego. I think that what Super Ego does is that they found a niche, and that niche is a underserved population. It is a very underserved population, and what they're doing is they're playing their part. They're overplaying their part, but that's damn boy. That's I'm gonna say this again. They are not doing anything other than what American companies are already doing. They might do a little extra, They might do a little extra, Hell, go. I want y'all to go to any one of these American trucking leasing companies, man, and turn that truck in beat up. As a matter of fact, you can put in Prime Inc. right now. You can go to Prime Inc. on YouTube. And these people, they do their end of the lease turn in. And people talk about how they turn that truck in clean, spick and span. And people be looking for a refund and they don't get nothing. They get nada. They get zero. They get zilch. It happens. It happens. American trucking companies do that too. They do that too. Often. Early and often. How you think these companies stay in business, dog? How you think they are able to stay in business? They stay in business by pocketing money, not giving it away. They stay in business and they grow by keeping money, not spending it. As soon as y'all learn that principle, hey, the quicker y'all can get to a capitalistic mind state and start being about your damn self. Let's go, man.
I guarantee you that's not the only company they're investigating. In my opinion, what's going to happen is tens of thousands of trucks are going to get taken off the road because of these chameleon carriers. Because these guys have hundreds, if not thousands, of trucks, what they're doing and stuff. And it's going to put even like a crazier capacity crunch like in our market. And then I don't know what's going to happen with the used truck sales, but if these guys go under, all those trucks are going to get repossessed. The bank's going to take them.
Hey, I was just asking that same question, man. I want to know what's going to happen with all the new equipment that's going to be available. Like, what's going to happen when all of those trucks become available? The price ain't coming down. Shit, the price ain't coming down. The price is the price. I've been looking at some used equipment, and equipment that is 3 years old right now still run you about $90,000. 3 years old, $500,000, $600,000, $90K, $90K, bro. So the price of of the brick ain't coming down unless you can probably buy them things in bulk. You know, I saw where some other companies are doing the lease deal. What's the name of that company? Lone Mountain. Lone Mountain are bringing in some new trucks. They're bringing in some Volvos. They're still charging premium. Ain't nothing cheap over there. They charging premium prices. A lot cheaper than some other places, but they are still premium prices. Shit, they ain't giving this stuff away, bro. They are not giving that equipment away. The people who scoop that equipment up, and if they choose to sell it, they gonna sell it at a premium because they got some suckers out there that's willing to try their hand at the American dream. They are willing to try their hand at the American dream. That's what these people do. And as long as you got a sucker or two out there, man, as long as you got some people out there that's just ambitious, wide-eyed and bushy-tailed and willing to get their head bust to the white meat and work and get their ankles swollen and drink coffee, running on high fructose corn syrup, neglect their health, neglect their mental health, don't have nothing to lose and everything to gain, these people will charge a premium. They're going to charge a premium for those trucks and for that equipment when it becomes available. That's the American way, baby. Come on.
A lot of them probably like Penske leases. So I don't know what's going to happen with truck sales after this, but I seriously think this is going to be a huge thing that's going to happen. It's going to be wild. I think truck prices are probably going to end up going down a little bit. Penske leases are probably going to go down a little bit because they're going to get flooded with them back. But I think like the market's going to explode with this.
I'm going to do you one better. Instead of the price of the brick coming down, they're going to become readily available. Instead of going to a Lone Mountain and having to put maybe $3,000 down, maybe you put $2,000 down, but you still going to make that full payment though. You still going to make that payment in full. If that truck is priced at $50,000, wow, guess what you going to pay? You ain't paying $49. You ain't paying $48. You ain't paying $49.50. You gonna pay $50,000. Wow. If that truck is priced at $90K, you ain't giving them $88. You ain't giving them $89. You ain't giving them $89.50. You gonna give them $90,000. Wow. On time too. You gonna pay them on time. They might make it a little easier for you to get the truck. That's what they're going to do. They're going to make it easier. Like, you know what? We got all this stuff around here, man. We ain't going to drop the price on them, but we're going to make it easier for y'all to get one of these trucks. We're going to make it easier for them to come on in and put their big body in one of these trucks. We're going to make it easier because we got so much around, so much inventory. We ain't dropping the price of the brick. Oh, no. That's not how capitalism works. No. Oh, no. Gonna make it easier for you to get a truck. That's the American way. And these are the companies that you can take that truck to so we can guarantee to get our money. Yeah, this truck right here, you want this truck? $65,000. You can pay it off in 5 years. Yep. Oh yeah. You can pay it off in 3 years. $65,000. Pay it off in 3 years. That's yours. We got a special going. No money down. Oh yeah. We got a special going. $500 down. We're going to make it easy for you. Oh, yeah. We just ran your credit. You got a few things on your credit that we don't like. So guess what? We're going to do you a favor. $800 down. That's what we going to do. Because we're going to get you in one of these trucks because we can see it in your eyes. man. We know that you want to be a boss, don't you? You want to be ambitious. You want a piece of the American pie. We got you. We got you covered right here. We got you right here in this used Volvo. Got 500,000 miles on. $70,000 just for you. 70,000. Wow. That's what it say in the window. 70,000. Wow. Wow. That's what y'all gonna be paying the wow premium.
I truly believe it. Because right now, any company that's doing this, you guys need to be afraid because they're coming after you. And it's been quiet too, right? If you didn't notice, like we had the ELP stuff, cracking all that stuff down. There was like a lot of shit going on in trucking, and then for a couple of months it got super quiet, right? I was like, damn, what happened? It got a little too quiet. What's going on? Well, now we know because they've been busy. They've been busy doing this.
You know what? It was a little quiet, man. Rates were starting to kind of change, man. The fuel was playing around, you know what I'm saying? It was a little noise going on, but not a lot as far as the companies go. It was like just in the industry in general. A lot of stuff been going on with the immigrants, man. They've been getting, ICE been really doing a crazy job taking care of the non-domiciled drivers. So there's been a lot going on. So there's a lot just going on in the trucking industry all at once, man. It's like it's always something. You got the non-domiciled drivers, you got the Russian carriers, you got the ELDs, you got the fuel, you got everything going on all at once. This is America, baby. I wouldn't have it no other way.
Man, so it's absolutely going to get wild, I think. Freight brokers are crying now. Just wait till these community
Yeah.
carriers go out of business and they're not going to take your rates for cheaper. The capacity in the market is going to go down even worse than it is right now.
Wow.
Originally, I thought it was going to rebound quicker because I thought the American CDL holders are going to come back quicker once the market goes up. But right now, I don't even think that's going to help because if this many trucks get shut down, like I don't even know how many positions in trucking are going to be available, right? Like you got to like realistically think about.
I'll do the math for you, man. We already done did the math. So you have 3 million drivers, okay, approximately. Okay, you have 700,000 carriers, okay. So out of those 3 million drivers, we can just do a number, right? 10% of those, 10% of that 3 million. So 300,000 is the magic number. Okay, 300,000 is the magic number. So it could be more, it could be less, but 300,000, 10% of the 3 million. Now, 300,000, that sounds like a lot. That sounds like a lot. But I am willing to bet. I'm willing to bet you have a lot more drivers that's under the table that aren't accounted for. But we're just talking about the people who are accounted for. 3 million drivers, 10% of that, 300,000. 300 drivers. So, like I said, we have 700,000 carriers. Okay. All right.
What's going to happen? Like this is a huge thing, right? That's really going to like go deep into the future.
Man, I'm in the Mojave Desert right now. I'm in the Mojave Desert, and it started off cold this morning. Then all of a sudden, it had heated up. It had snowed too. It was crazy this morning, and now it's hot, man. And the train, I parked over here by the damn train.
Future. Like
Need to switch my position.
if they get rid of all these trucks, all that stuff happens. All the companies that are left, the drivers are probably going to get paid really good money, right? Because they're going to be getting paid. But then the driver jobs are going to want to like the drivers are going to get jobs, but there's not going to be too many jobs. So that actually lower the driver. Dude, so many questions. I don't know, but I know rates are going to get crazy. Super Eagles definitely probably going to be out of business. Allegedly, whatever. I don't know if whatever I got to say. But this is absolutely mind blowing, crazy. It's been quiet for such a long time. Super interested in what's going to happen. I mean, there's going to be a lot of crazy stuff going on in trucking very, very soon, guys. So buckle up. Let's see what happens and keep on banging out good money from these brokers on these rates right now. Just got done watching the 60-minute Super.
I don't think Super Eagle, like I said, I just don't think that Super Eagle is going out of business. anytime soon, but I'm always up to be wrong. Shout out to him, man. Shout out to him.
Oh, so all the super ego drivers. What's going on in house?